Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another reading. This time it's on J-Lo and maybe even Bennifer. So she has broken up with a long-term relationship. I think she was just with Arod, if I'm not mistaken. And then now there are rumors that she's getting back with Ben Affleck and all this other stuff. So we're going to look at J-Lo and kind of see what's going on and what's headed for her, especially in her love life. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purpose only. And let's get started. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh no. Not the J-Lo stands coming for me. Okay. Okay, the J-Lo stands are going to come for me. So her biggest problem is she likes being a celebrity too much. The star. She really loves fame and attention and being on stage and stuff like that. So it's really difficult for someone like that to make compromises. And I don't think she's supposed to make compromise all the time, but I do think that that's been getting in the way in a lot of her relationships and in her life in general. I will say, I also think with the Ten of Cups, I think that she's looking for her white picket fence. Like, she's looking for her happily ever after. She's looking for her like fairy tale story. And she doesn't really realize that her fairy tale is not going to be what everyone else's fairy tale is because she's famous. She has to let go of the idea of that happily ever after. It's not happening. The Nine of Swords is like stress and anxiety. And it's like, I just want to make it fit. I want to have a happy family unit because family does come first for her. It does. The Ten of Cups, family is first for her. And I think she really does love being a mom and, having a family. But I don't think she realizes that she's just never going to have that thing that she's looking for. And she just needs to concede that. It's not happening. You are famous, you are a celebrity, and your life is always going to be different, and stop fighting it. She showcases as a little bit like rebellious. I will say, again, not to like stir up the fans, but she definitely likes when people talk about her. Nine of Swords is like causing a little bit of confusion, and the Star's attention and being a celebrity, and the Ten of Cups is like everyone. So for me, I do think that she plants stories, or her team plants stories 100%. I get it. It's a part of the PR machine. But the Ten of Swords is a betrayal. The Hangman is a sacrifice, and the Chariot is a halt in progress, which means that these are things that she knows aren't that serious, but that they put out there to keep her name in the press. So these are like willingly knowing that stories are mostly exaggerated. So you're going to see a ton of stories about her. It's just the PR machine picking up. I do think that there's a part of her that wants revenge. The Hangman is about sacrifices. So that's about people we've let go of. Oops, I just hit my camera with my foot. Sorry. So I do think that there's a part of her that wants revenge. The Ten of Swords is a betrayal and a backstabbing. So it's like, you betrayed me and I want my revenge. And the Hangman is somebody I let go of, and the Chariot is like a halt in progress. So there must have been some sort of point or period of time where she was no contact with someone, and it either wasn't her choice or was her choice. I'm pretty certain it wasn't her choice, just because it looks like she's the one getting revenge. If it was her choice, though, and she reinitiated contact, they're going to get revenge on her, because someone's getting revenge here, and it's the person that was basically iced out. There's a vengeful moment happening. So yeah, either she iced someone out and they're going to be vengeful to her, or vice versa. Okay, yeah. So she's there. This is her. I think she's a Leo, right? So the Queen of Wands is reversed, the High Priestess is reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands is a little bit of a temper. And the High Priestess is issues with trust, and the Queen of Pentacles is career. So I do think she's struggling to kind of find her pacing with her career. But there's an accusation about some sort of like temper from her, because the Queen of Wands makes me think of aggression. So that's some sort of like aggressive act or temper. There's just something. There's something that I think someone's going to say, or maybe like an article. It's hard to tell if this will actually see the light of day, or if it'll get like sort of like paid off or whatever, but there's definitely some sort of like aggressive behavior, because to me it seems like you broke my trust, you did something you shouldn't have done, and so I'm lashing out at you. Not saying she's not justified. All I'm saying is that it looks like there's some sort of aggressive act where it's like, oh, you screwed me over, I'm gonna get you. And this seems to be from a past relationship. Yeah. Excuse me. My throat is like all clogged, which makes me think throat chakra, which makes me think NDA, gag order, stuff like that. There's certain stuff that we can't talk about and they can't talk about. Devil card. Ooh. That's toxicity. Has she been in a toxic relationship before? Previously? Because the Nine of Cups is like not getting what I want, and the Queen of Cups is reversed. So the Queen of Cups is about being emotionally distraught. And also about like feeling like, what's the word? Emotionally, like neglected. This is not good. This is like, this is her feeling like I can never get what I want. JLo has a really bad picker, but I really think that she's kind of wounded. Like, this is like, oh my God, that's why she seeks validation in her career, and she seeks validation from the internet, Six of Swords, and from fame. Oh my God, okay. The sun is unhappiness, it's reversed. She's trying to find validation through the public and through being a celebrity, because in her relationships, she doesn't seem to get it. Because the Devil card is toxicity. That's like abuse, negativity, neglect, manipulation, gaslighting, things like that. And the sun is reversed. The Six of Swords upright and the Seven of Swords reversed. So she moves on quickly. She'll jump from one to the other. And she doesn't want to process the failure, the Seven of Swords. I even see the sun reversed. She has a lot of people from her past that are mad at her. It's so weird. It's like I see her in abusive relationships, or toxic relationships, I should say. Excuse me. I don't want to make any claims. Allegedly, friend chambers only. And then I see everyone mad at her. It's like she leaves an ex mad. I don't know what that means. And I'm not saying she's not justified, because some of these she 100% is. But it looks like she's established some patterns of behavior herself through her trauma that sometimes I see her getting triggered, because a Lover's card is upright, which is like, I love you, but the Seven of Pentacles would be like comfort, and the Temperance card is reversed, which is like impatience and balance. That to me means that it seems like she's someone that has so much trauma that when one thing goes wrong, she gets provoked, gets triggered, and overreacts and self-sabotages. So to me, that's where her temper comes in, where it's like, are you going to do what the other people did to me? I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Massive trust issues. Literally trust no one. And on top of all that, I see her getting triggered and like almost like feeling like they're going to do it. And it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I also think she's had to pay something. The Four of Pentacles, someone took like money from her, or someone was like milking her for money. There's some sort of weird Five of Pentacles. It's a power dynamic. It's like an age discrepancy. So maybe someone who she dated who was younger, but there's definitely some money. There's money. Or maybe she dated someone really older, like much older than her, and she was younger at the time. I'm not sure, but there's an age discrepancy, a power discrepancy, and the Ace of Cups is reversed, which is like, this is not someone that was like, this is not someone that she was like in love with. And I don't think they were either. I think it was bad intentions and they got in. Emperor looks like a powerful person. Well, actually there's two here. Okay. There's two. So there are two guys that fall under the same umbrella. One of them I think is older and one of them is younger. So the older one is showing as the Emperor, which means he abuses his power position. Very powerful man, abuses his power position. Just wanted her almost as like an object or like a tool. The second one is younger. The King of Pentacles reversed, which means this person's not really that great in terms of their career, probably struggling. It could be an earth sign, but I don't know. I think that makes me think more so because 10 of Pentacles is like a lot of money lost. So for me, it's someone that doesn't have a lot of money. That makes me think, and King of Pentacles reverse makes me think it's not a king, so it has to be younger. So for me, that gives me like there's someone who is younger. There was an age discrepancy, and I think that person had bad intentions as well. To me, it looked like I want money, I want attention. And then the other one looked like it wanted power. I think both of these really wounded her pretty bad. King of Swords reversed, Five of Swords upright, Queen of Swords reversed. There's a couple here. There's a couple, okay? Very, like, I don't know. It could be air signs, but it makes me think of very sophisticated, smart, sort of like elite. There's a couple here, King and Queen of Swords with the Five of Swords. There's a couple, I don't know what this means, but there's a couple that's either tried to bring her into their relationship, which is T, okay? Or have some sort of pull over her. Because the King and Queen of Swords makes me think of someone that's like, I can do this for you, or I can help you. But the Five of Swords is not a good sign. That's pettiness. So that's like a friend pretending to be a friend. I think of that as like a manipulation tactic, like, oh, I'll help you, I'll take care of you, but consistently giving bad advice. I also think that this couple collects information on her. 100%. Like, there's information collected on her. Like, this is somebody that tells everyone everything. Think of it like, the gift to like you're gabbing, you're telling everyone, you're talking. That's what it reminds me of. Empress. I guess it could be an older person, because Empress is like nurturing energy, mom energy. But it to me, it's someone that, Five of Wands and Knight of Cups. This person tells people everything, literally everything. It's just like, why? Like, you keep talking. Why do you keep talking? She has no idea, by the way. I think this person also sells stories, but I don't think they sell stories necessarily for money. I think that they sell stories so that stories aren't printed about them. Justice reverse, Nine of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. Sure, maybe they'll get a little bit of pay from it with the Ace of Pentacles, but Justice reverse and Nine of Wands is like, I'm afraid that my story will come out. Justice is reversed. It's like, I'm afraid I'll get canceled. I'm afraid I'm going to get, some sort of legal issue. So I don't want anyone to know about this. So I'll throw you under the bus. I honestly think that JLo is massively naive. This girl is very naive and very easy to distract. You could just like hold up like glitz and glam, and she's just like, oh, she thinks she's a lot smarter than she is. Not that she's stupid, but she's very naive. The Six of Cups is upright. The Seven of Cups is upright. And the Three of Wands. It's exactly what I just said. She has trust issues. So if you've been there for a while, or if you've done something that like earns her trust, it's very hard to break. And she has like her circle, and she's afraid to step out of her circle, but she doesn't realize that there's a snake in her circle. The Seven of Cups means this person sells the fantasy. And the Three of Wands, I told you, she's the odd man out. Maybe it's not a couple and it's just two other friends. That could be it too. It doesn't have to be a couple, I guess. It could be two other friends. Just the King and Queen are showcasing that they're working together. So it could just be two of her friends. Moon, deceit, lies, and deception. The Ace of Wands, birth of something new, and Page of Wands. Maybe this person had some sort of like fertility issue, or perhaps they had a failed project recently, because it's like the start of something new that didn't go well. So I'm not sure where that stands. But that's what's coming through. I think in general for JLo, yep. I think that she's going to have her world crumbling down around her pretty soon, just because the Fool is about not being naive anymore and growing up. The Tower here is a dramatic catastrophic event, and the Four of Cups is a detaching energy. I actually think that there's a scandal coming. I don't know if she'll be able to avoid it or if they'll be able to put it under the rug or, pay someone off. I don't know, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. All I know is that there's a really big scandal because someone has a huge story about her. It's like, I think the story is going to be about her being like selfish or like angry or like mean or something. I don't know, but there's a story that is not the full truth and it's going to be leaked from a lot of people that she thought she would trust. So she needs to be careful about this. I think for once in her life, I think she's always had people protecting her. I think she's always had guys protecting her and stuff and guiding her. And I think for once now she's kind of like on her own. I think that's why a lot of people from her past are coming back because they want to kind of like protect her because like she thinks she knows what she's doing, but they know that she doesn't. And so I think a lot of people are coming back to like try and protect her, but I don't think they're going to be successful. So I think for once she's going to be on her own and she's not going to have the help she's always had. And I think it's going to be a little bit of a shock. So that's kind of the best I can do. It does look like people from her past that care about her are probably the ones I was just describing. Like, and I think that's why they still have like, it's almost like, you date someone or you like talk to someone ever and you're like, I need to protect you. That's what they feel. It's almost like daddy, like, where it's like, I really do love you, but I need you to make sure you're okay. I need to protect you. You can't be on your own. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's coming from anyone. I don't know if it's Ben Affleck or if it's from Mark Anthony or whatever. I don't know who it is. We'll see who it ends up manifesting. Yeah. Hope you guys like that. If you did, make sure you subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notification when I upload next. Follow me on Twitch. Do these live on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Antphrodite. And yeah, tip if you liked. There's a link to my people down below. Until next time, bye guys.